What's happening, folks? It's your boy Z, the real here, and I just want to talk to the New England and the New Orleans Saints fans right now because I just want to tell you just how dumb your front office is for trying to keep these two around. Okay, these two are done. It's a shame that these two are that selfish, right? They don't know how to let it go, and they don't want to say goodbye to the game. Drew Brees right now looks like an idiot for trying to come back at his age. This man is 41 years old. What are you still doing in a Saints uniform? You need to step aside and let those younger players have it. The fact that the Saints, right, the Saints front office, the fact that Sean Payton would rather keep Drew Brees at 41 instead of letting him, instead of telling him to bow out gracefully, right? Instead of telling him to give up, encourage him to give up the position, and try to let Teddy Bridgewater, Taysom Hill lead the team. The fact that they will give him all this money because Brees, you're going to have to give Brees at least over $30 million, right? Brees ain't paying for no veteran minimum. The fact that you're going to give Brees all this money instead of using that money on your younger talent shows you how dumb and how stupid and how retarded that front office is. These Saints, like the Saints, are delusional. You got Taysom Hill and you got Teddy Bridgewater, right, who are just as capable as playing just as good as Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and even Russell Wilson. Okay? Both Bridgewater and Taysom Hill both got wheels. They are very fast. Taysom Hill, we've seen him play receiver. Literally, Taysom Hill reminds me of Cordell Stewart back in the day when he played for Pittsburgh, right? You remember that Steelers team that lost to the Cowboys in 95, 96? That season, Cordell Stewart was playing receiver and he's playing quarterback. That man was good enough to play two different positions because he had that much speed. That's what Taysom Hill is. Taysom Hill is the Caucasian Cordell Stewart. And then look at Bridgewater, right? Now, when Drew Brees was out, right, with that injury, and missed like 6 weeks, I think it was like 5 or 6 weeks of football, Teddy Bridgewater went 5-0 with the Saints. Bridgewater won the majority of those games when Brees was out. Letting you know that Teddy Bridgewater just as capable of leading the Saints to a Super Bowl like Brees did. I told y'all, Teddy Bridgewater was a Minnesota Viking, right? I think in Bridgewater's like sophomore year, they went 11-5. They was a field goal away from beating the Seattle Seahawks and advancing to the playoffs to play Carolina, right? And if the Carolina would have played Minnesota, the Carolina might have would have lost. Cam Newton might have would have his run might have would have ended. He would never reach Super Bowl 50. Okay. That's cold game there, and that's a shame. Basically, what Sean Payton is saying to Taysom Hill and Teddy Bridgewater, F you. That's put the saying extending Drew Brees' contract over those two is like putting a middle finger to their face. They're saying I don't trust Bridgewater or Taysom Hill. These guys are not capable of leading the Saints to the Super Bowl. Let's continue to go with Drew Brees, right? Which we went the last 3 years and we failed miserably, right? Remember, the Saints have lost 3 years in a row. And last year's loss, right, when he to the Rams was Brees' fault in overtime. Brees got the ball in overtime, right, just like Brady did, and had a chance to at least get his team within field goal range and have the defense hold off the Rams. That didn't happen to do an interception right in zone coverage, knowing the Rams defense had him covered. Instead of taking the ball and running, he gonna just throw the ball and try to pray that it lands on Malcolm Thomas or one of his other receivers, right? Stupid. Okay? And even last year, yeah, Brees had the game in overtime, but then he lost to you lost to the Vikings. You lost to Kirk Cousins. No, Brees' time is up, man. Because Brees is once again, right, he's an injury risk at this point. Brees can get injured right now and once again be missing 6 or 7 weeks. Because Teddy Bridgewater and Taysom Hill ain't going to stay. I'm going to tell you now. Since Brees wants to come back and the Saints are trying to give him a new contract, Bridgewater and Taysom Hill are going to leave. They're not going to stay. Because if Taysom Hill and Bridgewater go somewhere else, they're going to start on another team, especially Bridgewater, right? And if you lose those two, who else you going to have as your backup? And in the case of Tom Brady, right? I think it's ridiculous. Like Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless are really entertaining the fact that this guy can sign for other teams, right? They say Brady can go to the Raiders. Then say Brady is Skip Bayless had the nerve to say, oh, Brady should go and play for the 49ers, right? Knowing full well that Jimmy Garoppolo is under contract another 2 years, right? The 49ers don't have the money to sign Tom Brady. For the 49ers to bring in Brady, they got to release 2 or 3 guys they're not gonna want to replace, right? You gotta replace like 2 or 3 of your Pro Bowlers who got you to the Super Bowl, right? It'll be dumb to go with Brady. For Brady to go to the 49ers, that's stupid. When you already got a championship team, right? The 49ers just got to change the playbook. Jimmy Garoppolo, you might as well give Jimmy Garoppolo another opportunity. That's not fair to Garoppolo. Now, this is Jimmy G who played behind Brady all that time. This is the final chance this time to start. You gonna put Brady over him? No, you don't do that. That's retarded, Skip Bayless. I can't believe you really entertained it. They even had the nerve to say that Brady should go to the Giants. Why in the hell would Tom Brady go to the New York Giants? That is dumb as hell, man. I couldn't. Skip Bayless starting to go see now. Skip Bayless starting to show his age. He's starting to show his. He's starting to go. He's starting to lose it. He started losing upstairs, man. There's no way in hell Brady's going to the New York Giants. If Brady goes to the New York Giants, he might as well join the Cowboys with Mike McCarthy, right? And have Jerry Jones pay him all that money instead of Dak Prescott. Even then, that would be stupid, right? Yes, folks, I already knew about that rumor that people saying Jerry Jones might sign Brady. If Jerry Jones decides to give Tom Brady money instead of re-signing Dak Prescott, that means Jerry Jones has got to be one extremely desperate individual. I'm being very honest, man. It would not make sense to bring Brady in there over Dak Prescott when Dak Prescott truly was not the problem. The problem that the Cowboys had is now with the New York Giants. And that's another thing. Why in the hell would Tom Brady want to play under Jason Garrett? Jason Garrett is the official offensive coordinator of the New York Giants. So why would Brady even go over there knowing Jason Garrett has failed these last 2 years? The Cowboys went through an entire decade with Jason Garrett coaching them, and he couldn't even beat the Green Bay Packers. Let alone a young Sean McVay led Los Angeles Rams. So why would Brady want to play with him and have Garrett be his offense coordinator? Right? It's dumb as hell. It don't make an ounce of sense. But no, I say the Cowboys need to give Dak Prescott his contract. Give him an extend his contract, because Mike McCarthy may make Dak Prescott play it way better than Jason Garrett was using. Right? Mike McCarthy is already the better coach than Jason Garrett. Okay, Dak Prescott's young. He's still in his early 20s. Brady is 42 years old. You don't need to be doing that. No. I don't want Tom Brady on my Dallas Cowboys. Even though I understand that Brady's already the greatest player in NFL history. He has 6 rings. Okay? And Brady's better than most of these quarterbacks. Let's just be honest, man. Brady has been on the Belichick all this time. Belichick built a team around him. Brady has had the best offensive line for 10 years in a row. Almost going on 11 years. The Patriots' offensive line have always been good since after 2008. Okay? So again, man, I don't see Brady playing for nobody else. I don't. Right? And if I'm Robert Kraft, this is the words I would tell Tom Brady, right? If I'm Robert Kraft. So I'm Robert Kraft. I'm bringing Brady in a meeting. Tom, I just want to appreciate you for being a part of this New England Patriots franchise. You're basically, with no shadow of a doubt, the greatest quarterback in NFL history. Okay, you've given us 20 marvelous years. You've delivered 6 Super Bowls. We finally accomplished our goal with tying up with Pittsburgh. Okay, and we appreciate you. We love you. These players love you. These fans adore you. You're already a legend in Massachusetts. Okay, you already have been given the keys to the city, right? You are no doubt the example of Beantown. It's because of you is why Boston is known as Championship City. And Tom, just to show you how much we really love you and adore you and we appreciate you, we're going to give you 3 options. Option A, I'm going to make you the new president of operations. So basically, you can be in charge of the front office along with Bill, and you can be in charge of helping Bill draft the rookies that we're going to bring in from here on out. You're going to be in charge of also finding the free agents that you would want for this team and just helping Bill manage and rebuild this roster. Okay, and we're going to put you in charge of managing players, right? And seeing which players are right for this team, and just like I said, just shaping this team up and getting them ready for the years to come. Something like what John Elway is doing in Denver. Okay, you see how that turned out. Elway has actually brought them a ring. Option B, I'll make you the new quarterback coach, where you could basically be in charge of the playbooks that the offense is going to run, and you, Bill, and other coordinators can get together, right, and create new playbooks, create new strategies, right? Guide the offense, work with the quarterbacks, mentor him, especially the rookies that we're going to bring in. Get those quarterbacks ready. Teach them, right? I'm going to let you be in charge of running the classroom sessions when in the game field, and you can just work with these quarterbacks and also give you a chance to also practice with the linemen as well and get the offensive line ready for the quarterbacks and what they need to do in game time situations. And then option C, we're going to give you a big retirement party. We're going to give you a statue built just like what Michael Jordan has and Magic Johnson, all those guys have for their stadiums, right? We're going to give you a big old statue. I'm going to talk with Roger about getting you into the Hall of Fame next year. You're going to already be in the first ballot Hall of Fame. We're going to get you to the Hall of Fame class of 2021. And we're going to just send you on your way. But you're no longer going to be the quarterback of the New England Patriots franchise any longer. Tom, I feel our time with you has ran its course. The ride is over. Don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed it. I appreciate it. You're one of the most hardest working players I've ever known in my life. Since I've owned this team, no other quarterback has worked hard as you. It's nothing against Drew Bledsoe or the older quarterbacks from the 80s. It's just you were just that guy. You're basically the Michael Jordan of our team. We appreciate you, Tom, but I feel it's time for you to step aside. It's time for you to let the young guys have it. This is a younger man's league. There's a lot of 20, 22, 23-year-olds. Already, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes are under the age of 25. They already have won an MVP. Mahomes has already won a Super Bowl. We got to go younger now. This offense is not going to survive with you there. Your play style is just not going to work anymore. And I can't have the risk of you suffering injury and being permanently hurt or crippled down the line. Tom, your family needs you. Your daughter and your kids need you. Okay, there's more in life than just being on the field. But again, Tom, I would love for you to be around. Again, I want to give you the opportunity to be part of our front office and become the president of operations of the New England Patriots team. Right? I want you working with Bill, right? Drafting players, putting direction and deciding the direction of his team, right? And when Bill retires, you'll be the next GM down the line. I want you as Bill's apprentice to take over this team. I want to give you the power that Michael Jordan has with the Charlotte Hornets, and even when Magic Johnson had the Lakers, right? I want to give you that opportunity. I want you to basically run this New England Patriot team after Bill Belichick retires, because Bill is not going to be around for too much longer, Tom. I got to start finding Bill Belichick's replacement now, but you'll be the next Bill Belichick. When he retires, you're going to be the next GM, and you will also give you the opportunity to also be the head coach of this team if you want it. So, Tom, just let me know now. I'll give you some time to think about it. But I need a decision now until training camp starts or OTAs. You haven't up until now, until after the draft ends. But thank you for your time, Tom. But yeah, that's the conversation I would have with if I'm Robert Kraft, I'm having that type of conversation with Tom Brady, right? I'm not gonna have Brady on that New England Patriot uniform no more. It's time for him to go. Okay? Don't get me wrong, the Patriots have dominated the last decade. They've been to 5 Super Bowls since the 2010s. Okay, but Tom Brady, again, you're 42 years old, right? And you see Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. That's what the direction most of these teams are going in. They want younger quarterbacks. Even Baker Mayfield has potential, right? The Browns could get them the right head coach, and the Browns front office can change and give Baker Mayfield some talent around him and get him a better offensive line. The Browns can actually make noise and be a playoff team again, right? Again, Teddy Bridgewater and Patrick Mahomes are only 24 and 23 years old. And Patrick Mahomes already won an MVP and a Super Bowl at the age of 24. Lamar Jackson is already the MVP, and he's already passed up Michael Vick. Okay? That's the direction a lot of these teams are going, and they're going young. Look at Dallas. The Cowboys got Dak Prescott, who they need to resign, who's young, right? Who's just as capable of leading and doing a better job than Tony Romo. Now that Mike McCarthy in there, they make him do something, right? Even the Cincinnati Bengals have basically let go Andy Dalton. They getting ready to go after Joe Burrow. Okay, so that's what I'm saying, man. And look at the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is another quarterback who has mad potential, if you've seen him. Kyler Murray has done a lot better than what people thought. He done way better than Josh Rosen. Josh Rosen problem, he's just on the wrong teams. Which, by the way, the Chargers ought to go after Rosen now. And you see that? Look how long it took the Chargers to let go Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers should have been going out of the Chargers 5 years ago. I don't know what took him so long to finally say call it quits. And by the way, Phillip Rivers ain't gonna get signed to nobody else. He's another one whose time is done. And I just heard word that the Pittsburgh Steelers organization is hoping Big Ben to retire too. right? Because these Steeler fans are getting tired of seeing Big Ben. Big Ben, another one who needs to call it quick. Because how many times you gonna get banged up before you realize it that you can't play no more, right? And again, Eli Manning's already out the game. Y'all heard Eli Manning. Eli Manning said, "I'm done." Eli Manning gave his exit speech the moment the season was over. Eli Manning knows his time is up. He has nothing else to prove, right? Eli Manning, just like Big Ben, right, and even Brady, they have multiple rings. Eli Manning's won 2 Super Bowls already, each beating Tom Brady. Okay. Eli Manning's already set to go into the Hall of Fame just like his brother Peyton. He's already a first ballot Hall of Famer. Eli Manning don't have to play no more else. The Giants have already replaced Eli with that young guy from Duke. Okay? I think his name is Daniel Jones or something like that, right? They already replaced him. Yeah, the young man from Duke, right? Eli Manning was already on the bench, so there's no longer for him to play. There's no need for him to play no more. And plus the Giants have already went through 3 different head coaches in a 10-year period, I think it was like the last 8-9 years. The Giants went through 3 head coaches, right? Coughlin fired. They let go Coughlin because they felt he was too old. McAdoo got fired after 1 season of being their head coach. And this other guy, they just fired somebody else, right? So, no, man, the Giants, again, they got too many problems now. They got too many issues, man. Yeah, Eli is done. He's done, dude. So that's just it, man. It's a new generation. We in the 2020s now. Guys like Brees and Brady, their time is up. Their era is over. You know what I'm saying? It's time to let go. But the New Orleans Saints, man, they're retarded. So again, if y'all wonder why the Saints don't get to no Super Bowl, because the Saints ain't going to win no Super Bowl with Brees. I'm sorry, man. Brees is delusional at this point, man. He really is. Again, Brees had a couple of screws knocked loose in his helmet, right? You're not going to win no more Super Bowls with him. Because the problem with Brees, I'm going to tell you why what's wrong with the Saints, right? Because most of the teams the Saints have been playing against, like the Vikings, right? The Vikings got players who've been watching Brees when they were children growing up. You got players on that team that's my age. They watched Drew Brees his whole career. So when they're on the field, they already know what Drew Brees is about to do. These teams know everything with Drew. They know everything about Drew Brees already. That's the problem. You got an older guy. As the league gets younger, they already didn't watch you the whole time, so they already know what you're capable of. They know what you're about to do. They know your tendencies. They know who you like to throw it to, who you like to go to, right? That's the problem. Defense already figured out how to stop Brees. All these coaches, these coordinators, right? These young coordinators and these head coaches, they've watched Brees for years already before they got their coaching jobs. That's another pre. That's why the Saints need to start over. Same thing with Tom Brady. Why do you think Mike Vrabel was able to beat the New England Patriots, right? Because Vrabel was Tom Brady's teammate all those years. Mike Vrabel already knows everything about Brady. Top to bottom, right? He knows everything about that organization. So he knows Brady can't escape the pocket. He knows how vulnerable Brady is. He already knows Tom Brady's weaknesses on the field. Okay? That's why Mike Vrabel's defense was able to stop Tom, because, again, they know what Tom's about to do. They already know that Tom is looking for Julian Edelman to go out on a post route, right, or a street. They already say, okay, we go isolate Julian Edelman, and which, by the way, Julian Edelman is getting older too. And I told you that the New England Patriots team need to break up. They need to start releasing guys. They got too many older veterans. That team needs to go younger now. What the Patriots need to do, they need to find them a Joe Burrow, right? They need to get them a Teddy. They need to get them either a Teddy Bridgewater if the Saints don't want him, right? Or bring in Tyson Hill, or they need to get them a Lamar Jackson, or find them a Patrick Mahomes in the draft. They need a brand new quarterback leading that team. And then guys like Julian Edelman, right? Dante Hightower, those guys got to go. You got to start releasing these older veterans. You need to get younger now, going forward. Because the team the Patriots have as of now, they're not going to beat the Tennessee Titans. You're not going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs or the Baltimore Ravens. Right? You're not going to beat those teams. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. Tennessee, Baltimore, and KC have all got younger teams. Even the Browns. The Browns are a head coach away from actually being a contender. Okay? They need the right head coach. Since they once again fired another head coach. They need to find a head coach who works for them with that system, right? You need to find somebody who knows how to use Baker Mayfield. Because Browns got the core. They got the core built, right? Especially with Myles Garrett, right? They got the team. Now they just got to get the right coaching staff and the right front office, okay? But even the Raiders, right? If John Gruden continues to develop this Raider team, they'll be a factor next season, right? So again, man, the way it's looking, man, the Patriots are not going to win no Super Bowls from here on out. They're done. Their time is done. The days of Patriots in the championship every year and winning Super Bowls, that's over with. Because again, the Brady needs to step aside and make way for the younger guys. It's a young man's league. Their time is up. Now it's all about the Patrick Mahomes. It's all about the Lamar Jacksons, the Russell Wilsons, the Jimmy Garoppolos, okay? Even Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers only got about, I say, 4 more seasons left in him. I'll be all honesty. Aaron Rodgers is 34 years old. He'll be 35 when this season comes around. Aaron Rodgers' time is almost up too. Because Matt LaFleur needs to start finding his next quarterback so he can train behind. What Matt LaFleur needs to do is the same thing Mike McCarthy did, right? He used to draft him a quarterback who's going to replace Aaron Rodgers, right? Find somebody who can study behind Aaron Rodgers, right? Have Aaron Rodgers teach that young quarterback. And as soon as Aaron Rodgers' contract is up, they need to replace Aaron Rodgers and go with the younger guy. That's what Matt LaFleur needs to start doing now, because Aaron Rodgers is another quarterback who's not going to do it no more, right? Shouts out to Carcino for life again, man. Aaron Rodgers, I'm sorry, he's done, because even Carcino for life said that the Packers need to move on from Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers is another one whose time is almost winding up, but Rodgers still got, like I say, he still got 4 more years left. He's only 34. These two here, Brady and Brees, they're done. They're 41 and 42. They need to retire. They need to leave the field. Phillip Rivers is not going to be signed either. He's basically done. Ain't no team going to sign Phillip Rivers. I'm sorry, man. Phillip Rivers has had all them years of disappointment. Phillip Rivers have been at least 2 AFC Championship games, right? Phillip Rivers could not beat Peyton Manning. He couldn't beat the Indianapolis Colts. He couldn't beat Tom Brady, right? He couldn't beat the New York Jets even when they had Mark Sanchez and Rex Ryan. He couldn't beat none of those teams. Phillip Rivers' Chargers was never going to beat the Baltimore Ravens led by Ray Lewis. Well, they wasn't beating none of those teams. Again, Phillip Rivers is another one's time has ran its course. He needs to go too, right? Big man, I'll be honest, man. The Steelers are better off going with Mason Rudolph next year, going forward. I will make Mason Rudolph my starting quarterback and have him battle out the duck for the starting quarterback position. Big Ben need to lead too. And honestly, I'll bench Big Ben for the time being until his contract's up. If I'm Rooney, I'm telling Roethlisberger, you got to step aside. You're on the bench. You're not going to be the starter for this team no more, right? If Mason Rudolph gets hurt, you'll be a backup, but you can't be the starter no more. I'll give him the conversation the Niners gave Joe Montana. And if Big Ben don't like it, he can leave. You know what I'm saying? We can release him, we can trade him, whatever. He can leave, but no, ain't nobody gonna sign Big Ben either. He's gone. He's done too, man. Big Ben got too many injuries. That man just broke his arm just last year, man. No, he don't need to come back neither. But no, the Saints are dumb, dude. To give a Brees to extend his contract for another 2 years is stupid as hell. When Bridgewater and Tyson Hill need to be too. Honestly, if it was up to me, man, I'll let Brees go. Right? Again, just like Robert Kraft, I'll give Brees the same conversation. I'll retire Brees, and I'll let Bridgewater and Tyson Hill be my 2 quarterbacks battling for the starting position. That's how I do. If I'm the Saints, Tyson Hill and Teddy Bridgewater are going to battle for the starting role. Drew Brees, if you're gonna sign Brees, you might as well put him on the bench too. Brees might as well be the quarterback coach. Or what they can do with Brees, you can make him as a player/coach, right? He'll be on the bench. He'll be coaching the team as a quarterback coach, but he'll be on the bench too. Drew Brees don't need to start for the Saints anymore. Brees needs to be on the bench, and he needs to be mentoring Tyson Hill and Bridgewater. Because to give Brees that contract, because Brees is not going to he's not going to play for the veteran minimum. He's going to play, he wants all his money. You're going to have to give Brees at least $25 million. In between 25 to 30 million. Right? Or even more than that. Right? He's not going to play for no 2 or 3 million, no 5 million. No, he's worth way more than that. He's not going to play for no 12 or 13 million. Drew Brees is going to want all his money. Just like Brady, right? Brady had a high-end contract when he left, right? Brady was another one getting paid around 30 million. No, the money you giving on Brees, I feel if they re-sign Brees, they wasted money. They wasted money and they wasted on their talent. This is why teams don't keep good players, because they don't have faith in their young guys, right? This is why players leave. Good players leave, right? There's been a lot of good players leaving because their teams never had faith in them, and they go somewhere else, they shine. Okay, I feel the Saints, if they re-sign Brees and continue to make him a starter, and they lose Bridgewater, Taysom Hill, that's gonna be a decision they're gonna regret. Because as long as Brees is a starting quarterback, the Saints, they're not gonna win no more Super Bowls. That's it. And the Brees' problem, he can't escape the pocket. These linemen and linebackers have gotten faster. Okay? Brees don't have the speed no more. He don't have the agility no more. Okay? No, he's way too vulnerable. You need to sit him on the bench and make him the quarterback coach, right? Make him a player/coach where he's on the bench. Drew Brees needs to be on third string right now. Honestly, Tyson Hill and Teddy Bridgewater need to battle for first and second string. One of those guys need to battle to be the starter. I would not, if it was up to me, I wouldn't even re-sign Brees as a quarterback no more. Right? I tell Brees, you can still be a part of this organization. You're just not going to be a player no more. But anyways, folks, that's just the video, man. I just think the Saints and the Patriots need to, especially the Saints, man, because that team is not working. Guys like Allen Williams need to be traded. You need to start developing. That team needs to be remodeled because they're not. That team's have been disappointment the last 3 years, and the Patriots need to go younger. Man, folks, that's the video, man. Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. I'll see you soon.